Okay, ready?
Yep.
Oh, what? Oh, hey, how's everybody doing? Okay. I hope everybody had a good week. 2 weeks. That's right. I wasn't here last week. That's crazy, right? Well, anyway, this music that you're listening to right now, I decided that, I never talk about what else I do. I have a children's educational entertainment company. And this particular song is our finale song. And it's Music is Science and Science Life. It was produced by Patrick Adams. Patrick Adams has 32 platinum records. He wrote Touch Me All Night Long. He wrote Caught Up in the One Night Love Thing. He has 32 platinum records. And he did this song. So I thought I would just, introduce this to you guys. Hi, Perry. How are you? So turn it up a little bit just so you guys can hear this part. See, it goes, music is science, it's science, it's life. So this is our... Can y'all hear the music? Can you hear the music, Perry? Music is science, it's science, it's life. You know I like to start the show with music. We have the club, we have the way where I want to be. Let's get on this way from some folks to come. Science is life. You know all about it when the party is done. Here comes Coco. Here she comes. I should have checked her, but I know I was really calm. Y'all ready? Science is life. So anyway, you can go to my site, soundfreemusic.com. We have the CD available. We have coloring books. We have all kinds of stuff. But let's get into what we're here to get into. Okay, so it's the end of the show, the end of the song. So I'm going to call up my guest now because we're going to talk about some things. Okay, so girls ready? You ladies ready? You ladies, come on, just go ahead and come on. I have two guests today, and I'm really, really excited. Come on, guys. That doesn't have to be there. It's okay. Okay. I have two ladies here, and we're going to talk about what each of them does. And we have one lady here. She's pushing something really, amazing. It's crazy. But we're going to start with Jessica. This is Jessica Lou, right? I hope I spelled it right. You saw my text. Did I spell it right?
L-O-U?
Oh, no. I spelled it wrong. I tried. So exactly what do you do? She's a very interesting person. I love her. Oh my gosh, her spirit is so cool. But exactly what do you do?
What I do now? A lot of things.
So you do. Well, you have art.
Yeah, so one of the most important things to me is art. So I love painting. So this is one of my paintings. Something like a rainbow rose really, I feel, represents. Sorry.
I'll take that.
Yeah, thank you. I really love rainbow roses because I feel like they're unique and how there's all the colors in it and you can be all the colors. So something that's really important to me is deep healing through art. So all the ways of freely expressing yourself. So I love poetry. I like to dance. I like to sing. I like to
sing.
Yeah, I like to sing.
Stop. All these musical people on the stage. Hey, baby.
Oh, and this is one of my bags that I painted.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Ladies. Oh my God. Oh.
And it's water resistant too.
And it's water resistant.
Yeah, because I use Angela's shoe leather paint, so it doesn't actually come off.
That's
water.
beautiful though.
Yeah, thank you.
And you could just take a $10 bag and just look that up.
Turn it into a lot of money.
Yeah, man. But you probably can't get that one wet though, because it's $10.
Yeah, true.
True. Gotta be careful with them $10 bags. Y'all act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
I was on the street.
Y'all over here talking about, I don't know what she talking about, $10 bag. Okay. This is Jessica. We're going to talk about B.Elise. Now, let me tell you something about B.Elise. B.Elise, like I don't know how many times she's been on the show. But I love this girl. She's one of my favorite people to be on the show. Now I have another favorite. Anyway, and she's very talented. And I'm just gonna. She's a rapper, singer. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff. Actor. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, I'm a rapper, singer, songwriter, actress, TV producer. And I go by the name B.Elise. I'm from Jamaica, Queens. Thank you, Alicia, for having me.
I appreciate you coming, girl.
Yay.
It's the reason y'all two were here. I be sitting here by myself. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I appreciate you having me sit down with you. I wanted to bring the news of my new video, my debut video. Well, sort of kind of my debut video, but it's dropping this weekend at the Queens International Film Festival. So make sure you guys, definitely stop by, support. It was over like 100 submissions. So it's going to be web series, film, music videos, poetry videos, performances. I will be performing. We're gonna have congressmen there, all types of people. So definitely come out, show out, and definitely check out my video. Booming!
That's it.
Download that everywhere. It's on all major platforms right now. Thank you.
And we gonna go check it out. You also have a web series.
Yes.
Also that.
Definitely For the Love of Boop. It is premiering October 29th on YouTube via the New York Girls. Oh yeah, it's a blessed day. Okay. Definitely. It's dropping October 29th. It's going to be on the New York Girls TV YouTube page. It's one of a kind. It's a reality series based off of. It's the first urban lesbian reality love show. So it's 10 females, all moved into this one house.
And they survived because
obviously, we survived Burley, but
I'm saying 10 girls.
Yeah, 10 girls, and we're all fighting for the love of one Miss Boop.
And they fighting for a girl.
Yeah, we fighting. It's a lot of this, a little messy, but it was definitely it was definitely an experience. It's definitely one of its kind because there's nothing like it out there. And we're bringing attention to a new demographic, I guess. So yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So is this your idea?
Oh no! I was
She wanted girls fighting.
I wanted the girls fighting.
She wanted girls fighting.
I wanted the girls fighting. So that's my idea.
I was gonna ask you what gave you inspiration for the idea of the show, but if you didn't.
No. I wasn't.
What made you go on the show? What was it like?
So I'm
like a win or
Boop is a star of a YouTube series. It's called New York Girls TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been a fan of the web series. It's a prominent lesbian web series in the LGBT community as far as urban.
Yeah,
the urban demographic. So I've been following her, and then I saw
she looking for a date.
I saw something. It was you want to win Boop's love? I said, yeah. I said, well, why not? Where do I sign up? So I was there. That's what happened. I pulled up bright and early. I said, I'm here. So the rest is history.
Cool. So that had to be quite an experience, though, because like I said, a bunch of girls.
Oh yeah, it was very interesting. It was really interesting.
See, a lot of people talking. Let me see. Tell her to sing. Oh, she wants you.
Oh, me to sing.
Tell us.
Oh. Just think about it for a second. We finish with like
bro.
So so where was I? But so as far as being in there with all the girls, because see, I can't even imagine. See, I'm a person, like, I like girls, okay? I can hang out with them for a minute.
Yeah.
But after a while, I just can't. Because my brain don't really work like how a lot of women's brains work. Like, I'm not real petty. I'm not real, you know what I'm saying? And petty gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
They get petty too.
I'm not that. See, and then I have a mouth. And before you know it, it's a problem because I'm not that person that's gonna just not say anything. I'm like going, like my friends always
like,
say,
what?
Yeah, I actually have a catchphrase. You want to hear my catchphrase? This is a catchphrase. When my friends hear me say, "So what you saying is?" The minute you hear me say that, you know that is something about to come behind it.
Oh my God! Shut up! Don't say nothing.
It's like all of a sudden you see a friend Congo.
Right, hold your shoulder.
And I'm like, what? No, listen, Alicia. So I don't know. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
That would have been the no for me. Like, so we have to stay here. How long? Yeah, how long do you have to stay?
It was about a week.
Oh, well, a week.
It was about a week. It was a quick shoot.
I could probably do a week.
I'm
That's 7 days.
I'm pretty zen, so I was kind of like, I mean, for me, I be on my own thing. I be doing my own thing. I think I have like an invisible blocker that be like, just don't mess with me. So,
well, you know, to be honest, like I can be in a room and really be honest. I really can.
Yeah.
I mean, I really can't. And even when people are talking to me, I'm still kind of like.
And I wasn't here for the rest of the girls. I was here for Boop. So
that's it.
I only had one objective and one objective only, and I stayed on point and stayed to the mission. And hallelujah, I'm here.
Yeah, man. But listen, I wish you luck with everything. You know, I'm looking for. What day is your video showing?
October 19th, Saturday. At the film festival.
Yeah,
it will premiere. Yeah, you have to.
I'm singing Friday.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually singing on Friday. Me and Shoji
singing
at the film festival.
For
on
real?
Friday. You know how marvelous Shoji is.
Oh my God.
I'm actually doing an original piece.
Mother and son.
But I'm actually doing an original piece. I mean, you know, it's really cool.
Hey.
It's gonna be, but see, now I have to come on Saturday, even if I just come by weekend and say, "She going there?"
You gotta see my video. You have to pull up. Come on. Yeah, no, but October 19th, Booming will definitely be premiering.
I'm really excited, man.
And October 29th, we have the show. So.
Just playing with that thing. Anyway, so I have a let's talk about it, Shelby. I have a let's talk about it. Now, we're gonna go through the story real quick because this young lady right here hadn't heard about it. I think she's probably the only one on the planet.
What did I hear?
Okay, so we know the little girl, Amber Geiger. She's a little child, a little cop. Walked up in the boy house. Yes. Walked up in the little boy house while he eating, was he ice cream or something? He's sitting there on the couch eating ice cream and cereal or something. And the girl walked in, shouted, talked about she thought he was in her house. Now, we all have a lot of feelings about that because we feel like she's a cop. She should have known better. Okay, she should have known, that.
She a human and got all her senses.
Yeah, well, I say a human, period, also, but I'm trying to, she's a little extra than a human because she was trained.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know how they do that train thing? You know, that train thing that they do where they have somebody will do whatever, and then you got to remember everything that happened.
Yeah.
You know, that thing. They had to go through that.
Yes.
Yeah. So she walked in, ain't no nothing. So anyway, okay, we got all upset. She got 10 years. We was all upset. But how do you feel about this judge? Her name is Tammy Kemp. This judge hugging her after. Now I'm gonna tell you, she was on whose show was that? One of these talk shows. I can't remember her name. Girl, she used to be on MSNBC. I remember her name. But she was on her show, and what happened was she was explaining what it was. She said the girl was crying and she wanted to know, because she had forgiveness. And she's telling her, yes, God can forgive me. She said, but I don't even have a Bible. And she gave her a Bible. Her excuse for the bailiff fixing her hair was saying she was searching her hair. I saw that video. That was not a search of hair. I've been searched through my hair at the airport 10 million times. Haven't you? Like it don't look like you fixing my hair. Matter of fact, I'm pissed off because you messed up my hair. You know what I'm saying? So, because you over here touching my hair while I'm at the freaking airport and you messing it up.
Yeah, one time I was going into through the detector thing, and then after the lady I was wearing a dress.
Violated.
She literally touched my inner thigh. I was like, there's nothing in though. I'm not gonna hide that. What is it?
I know.
It was turning
But I'm just saying, it did not look like airport search to me. Okay, so you're saying you're looking for whatever they were looking for in her hair, but I just want to know. I already kind of expressed how I felt about it. Okay, how I felt about it. I'm gonna say it real quick. Do your damn job. We don't pay you for all of that.
Right.
We don't pay you to give nobody no Bible. Okay. First of all, what would people are saying? Well, she was trying to help her spiritually. Would you be saying that if that was a Quran? You know what I'm saying? Would you be saying that if she had some Buddhist whatever she was trying to get to the girl?
Yeah.
Would you be saying that because it's a Bible?
When have we ever said that? When have we seen that?
Where have you seen that? Oh
we
my!
didn't even know that was legal until she did it.
And to be honest, they could have just done it behind the scenes. Why do they have to do it?
Why they have to do it? They said that it was after the trial, or they were waiting for somebody to come in, and they weren't, and it was a photographer there, and he was taking pictures. Well, first of all, why are you, the brother went, you don't know this part.
Yeah.
The brother hugged her and forgave her. Now, a lot of people was upset with the brother, but let me say how I feel. I feel like the brother did what he felt he had. He had to do whatever he got to do to make himself feel the way he needs to feel. Okay, so I can't, comment on that. I know I wouldn't, because I'd be plotting her demise still. I'd be trying to call the boys or the girls that I know that's up in there. Yo, is this chick this coming? Her name Amber. Y'all need to look out for her, y'all. You know what she did? Y'all see the news, right? I'm just saying, I have to be calling some of my people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just because, I'm not involved. I know a few people, we don't stay in touch like that, but I think they'd be happy to hear from me.
Do you feel like it was all a show? Like they were just trying to perform?
Well, I feel like if it was, somebody needs to lose some jobs and some money, because that, I don't think so. You had to see it. It was really, I felt like the judge was coming from a place of her heart, for real. But I feel like it was inappropriate and she should be something. Okay. I don't know, suspended something.
Paid with good intentions.
Oh,
look at this. So smart.
Did you ever listen to?
She's so smart. Hey, how you doing?
Song. I can't remember. Wait. My friend just sent it to me. It's a really good song. And it just reminded me of a lyric in it. Sorry, give me 1 second.
No, but it's so sad.
No,
it's we get it, but it's
it was inappropriate.
It
was inappropriate.
I mean, at any point in time, you could feel for somebody. I'm sure Charlie Manson, when he has little interviews, there's a sentence online that he says, "You got for a second," but that's still Charles Manson.
I remember Charles Manson.
So you know what I'm saying?
He had a big thing in his head like that, and he looked really scary, really crazy. So I'm sure he said nothing that was like. No, he was crazy. No, but this lady, it was like, see, the thing is I don't know why. I mean, maybe because she was law enforcement. I don't know. Maybe because she's young. She's in her 20s or whatever. Maybe because she's
she is.
I think so, right? She looked older than that.
She was trying to look 20 years old.
But I'm just saying, but I'm whatever the reason, they were, she was young, maybe they thought she was cute, if she was whatever, or whatever. Maybe they, she struck a chord, and that could be my daughter, though it would never be my daughter. But okay, fine. It was inappropriate.
Maybe they were trying to make her look innocent too.
But it was inappropriate.
Yeah, it was inappropriate. What I think is crazy is that it was almost like positive. So, I majored in psychology, and it was almost like positive reinforcement that she murdered a kid and that she was a police officer. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry about it.
That's what she did.
This is why we have smart people on the show.
That's what she did. Boom. Like that's why it's inappropriate.
Yeah,
because
that's not your job.
Transferred,
and that's not your
job.
job.
The lady.
It's like, oh look, you murdered somebody here.
It's not your job. It's not your job. Your job. We pay you to do the sentence.
No matter what you do, it's okay.
Yeah,
you have to stay professional. And if that was a tall,
right.
I don't even have to say that. If that was a tall, burly, big guy, would you have done that?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
He would have been like, oh, I need some spiritual guidance. But when you get in there, there's a chaplain inside the jail that you could talk to. Everybody find a lawyer.
Right.
When they can't.
Why she didn't do
I
that?
probably see that brings up another problem.
She would have probably just gave the guy a dirty look, like,
right. You're not coming over here, are you? I know, right? But that, like I said, that represents another problem. Because here we go. If I want to call somebody, they probably did find a lawyer. They probably didn't help me. Like, yo, girl, now you know that God.
Girl, please, you do it like.
He'll forgive you.
Exactly. You got the rest of your life.
Even as far as the parents and stuff, as far as they're forgiving, and I know that a lot of people, like I said, people have to do what they have to do to make themselves feel better.
Yes, that's usually the case.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's really not for us, and it ain't really for her.
Yeah.
It's for them.
I think a lot of the things are the root of other people.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. I'm like still using a microphone because I'm pretty loud. So but yeah, I think that a lot of anger. A lot of times we say, "You make me angry," or this is making me angry, but we actually allow ourselves to be angry.
Absolutely.
And it's something within ourselves that we don't feel right about. So we're the ones so when someone's angry, they tend to blame other people.
And it's not.
Yeah, it's not that. It's something within themselves, or like a childhood wound, or some trauma that happened in the previous experience that they're angry right now. So I think that people's feelings, we tend to blame other people for our feelings, but they're our own feelings.
Yeah. And you have to, you have to be responsible for your reactions and your everything, and that's what a lot of people don't do. That actually falls right into the subject. Actually, I'll tell you what the subject. Oops, sorry. I knew I told her. I forgot. It's
subject.
Negativity. Let me see. What is it? Put it on the screen again. Negativity and fear and how it impacts relationships. That's what it is.
Very important.
You know what I'm saying? It's because, okay, I'm gonna tell this quick story. I've told this story before on this show, but I'm gonna say it again. My daughter, everybody knew she wants to be a doctor. No, I brought her in the jobs. And PhD, thank you very much. They trying to keep mama alive. They trying to keep mama on this earth. Hallelujah. Anyway, but when she was 5, she wanted to be a doctor. All her life, she always wanted to be a doctor, and she always did things. She always did things towards the let me fix this. Okay, she always did things to that goal. Her whole life. So when she was in high school, she went to school, and when she got there, one of her teachers wasn't there. It was the AP pharmacology class, and it was this teacher, Mr. with benefits. I'll never forget his name because I want to see him up. But anyway, she told. I'm about to tell you. He told all the kids in the class, they're in the pharmacology class, that they should go into pharmacology because none of them would be doctors.
Why?
Now, let me explain to you the demographics of this. Okay.
That's what they told Malcolm X. How he say that right now? That's what they a boy. Because he said he wanted to be something. He wanted to be something. And his teacher was like, no, you should give up that dream because it's never going to happen.
You'll never, but that's what they told her.
Wow.
So the demographics of this class was Indian, Black, and Hispanic. He was Jewish, and he told. So of course,
Sorry.
It was crazy because she comes home. Now the kind of parent I am, I'm ready to just beat everybody. I don't care who's getting punched first. Okay. She comes home. She tells me this. I'm going crazy. I'm having a fit. I'm going down to school tomorrow. I went down to school. So you know how you go places and they rub your back and they tell you it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
So I said, listen, I just want to know what's going to happen to him because, he's telling my child this and my child come home crying. She wanted to do this. He's a person of authority. You can't tell a little kid. I mean, yeah, she's in high school.
It's all right.
But you telling her that she's going to believe you because you're her teacher. So you can't tell them. So they're like, oh, don't worry, we'll handle it. So it was the principal and the vice principal. 2 white ladies, right? I called the next day. And I got the second assistant principal, a Black man. Didn't know nothing about it. I told him because I got on with some, listen, because there's nothing done. I'm calling news. I'm calling everybody because that's right, because y'all can't be telling people that. You know what I'm saying? My baby came home crying. You know what I'm saying? Because she had been working toward this all her life, and now she has a teacher that's telling her she can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Of course you can.
I think that a lot of people try to limit other people. Like I think it's within they have like certain ideal of what things should be, and so they talk to other people and they try to limit the other person as well. And I think we do that especially with kids. Like kids have like imaginations and they're always thinking and they're always innovative. But then as we grow older, people are like, oh, you can't do that. You can't be that. You can't do this. And it's so much negativity. And I just think, why are you limiting? Why are you limiting a child? The child can do anything he or she fucking wants.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's ridiculous. But what ended up happening, well, by the time he got finished, I learned that Mr. Levinowitz had 2 kids that were in medical school. So that made me even matter because that means you telling me my child can't do this, but you got 2 kids in medical school.
Very hypocritical.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, the assistant principal, he was screaming while I was on the phone. He started screaming, calling the principal, and he said, get in here, everybody in here now. I'm on the phone. I'm like, oh God. Then he says, listen, call me back in a couple of days and I'll let you know what happened. I'm like, I want to stay on the phone. So I called him back a couple of days and he got suspended for 2 weeks with no pay. But nothing would have happened if I didn't call back because those people just played with me. You know, nobody knew nothing about it. And the kids kind of tried to tease my daughter. Oh, yeah, mother came up here. And I love my little gangster daughter. My little gangster daughter was like, your mother should have been up here. Somebody telling you something like this and your mother didn't come? Your mother should have came.
But that's good that your daughter knew to say something about it because how many kids probably ran home just like, and just took it.
I'm really happy that your daughter was proactive about telling you, and then you were proactive and you supported her. And you went and said something.
Yeah. We got a whole list of stuff with that. I'm serious because she had negativity throughout the whole thing. She's at Boston University. The first person she sees is the guidance person. They said it's going to be really hard for you to do this because you're a woman and you're Black. Who tells
that is ridiculous? That is ridiculous.
This is what the man told her. Her first year and first minute in freaking medical school.
I believe you too because
but she had us. She was like me. She told me that I was ready to go. Every answer to anything she told me was, do I need to get in my phone?
Honestly,
I will be there. It takes 4 hours. I will be there.
Right?
I will be there. It's really not a big deal.
Takes 4 hours. I'll be there in 3 now.
You know what I'm saying? No, mommy. But having kids, I've gone through it with them all. It's just that she's had seems like the most. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? She's had the most because because of what she.
Because it's almost because I have a friend who has a daughter. Right now, she's going through the same thing. She's 15 and she's taking college courses along with high school.
Yeah.
But this is in the South,
Yeah. Oh.
So her teachers be telling her crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It's sort of, along the lines of what you went through.
She got to make them teachers scared to be saying stuff to my child.
Exactly.
Because I walk in there, just like what George ain't here. He's going to be on the show one day. But just like what George said, you got to walk up. You got to, don't understand that these people work for you. Stop acting like these people don't work for you. Teachers work for you. Doctors work for you. Lawyers work for you. You say what you have to say. You spending your money. You say what you got to say.
Oh, definitely.
I'm like, yo.
Yeah, when like doctors or teachers are like in an authority position, they think they can tell us what to do.
But they're not.
And
They're a service position.
They're supposed to be helping us. Yeah.
And people don't think like that. They don't think that. If you don't like what your doctor's doing, please go find somebody.
Yeah, go find another doctor.
I don't have to have you.
If you're not really in my health and for my well-being, then see ya.
And I'm glad, my daughter's not now, and she totally understands that she, she.
And I think it's the nerve too. Like I feel like sometimes people will look at minorities and be like, subconsciously look at them and say the nerve of you, and I think that's what.
Yeah, well,
conjures those remarks.
Yeah, they already they look at you and they already make judgments.
Like, what the fuck? What are you doing here? Like, what am I doing here? I work to be here and have this position.
And my daughter, you gotta she's a little taller than me, so she's about 5'1", 2". Don't judge me. And she's a little girl. She has it's like a 5 shoe. She's tiny.
Right.
I worry about she in Charleston. That's where her high school is. I worry about her because she's so little.
That's where my friend is at. Well, in North Carolina.
Well, so she's in Charleston and she's there. But like I said, you gotta listen. Your friend, you tell her.
Oh, she pulled up. She pulled up.
She pulled up. The only way to combat that is to have a reputation.
Yeah, she pulled. Oh yeah.
She needs a reputation. Listen, don't mess with that one.
She got the boss pulled up.
I'm crazy. Don't mess with her. Somebody said, it's true. That's how you gotta be. But
she pulled up. Definitely pulled up.
It's crazy. So let me see. So do you think that when people, because we're in this conversation, do you think that when people are negative, they realize that they're being negative? Or do you think that it's just a character thing? Do you think that it's just something that's in them? Or do you think that, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
Do they know it? I think some people do.
Some people do, yes. Yeah. But some people are in a cycle or a pattern, or that's all they know. For example, if you have a parent that's negative, and if you're constantly being degraded, that's all you know. So that's the way you treat other people.
You don't have no other reference.
Yeah, you don't have any other reference. But I still don't think it's right for you to treat someone like that. You should know better.
Yeah, well, people are, I think that a lot of times people say negative things and they don't even really realize that it's negative.
Yes.
And you're sitting there going, did she just say that to me? You know what I'm saying? Because as you know, you're a psychology major. Communication doesn't start until the other person hears it.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't start from your mouth. It starts from their ear.
They have to be listening.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
when communication starts.
It happens all the time. I'll say something, and they won't even interpret what I'm saying the right way. It won't even, they'll get some other random idea. I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. I literally will look at them in the face like, that's not what I'm saying.
Right.
And they still won't hear it.
It's with little kids. I'm gonna tell y'all something I do. Like what I used to do when I used to be on the bus. Whenever I wanted to talk to a little kid, I grab both of their hands and I look at them. Because they'll be all and you're trying to tell them something, they all if you grab them by the hand. But some of these adults you really gotta do that. Because they be all over the place.
You're not even listening.
Something wrong with these people. You're like, didn't you hear what I said? But okay, so
I hate when people answer you back to something that you need to say. You be like, wait,
hold
on.
Yeah.
And that's that argumentative, because that's the first thing I was gonna say. Because negative people are very argumentative.
Yes, they are. They get defensive too.
Very defensive. Because you can't tell them anything.
Yeah, you can't tell them anything.
It's like
They're not open to it.
They can't hear about. I remember I dated somebody. She was like, I think she was honest about it. She said she doesn't like to hear about herself. She always say, you know how I am.
No.
I don't like to hear about myself.
No, so
You honest. You stupid.
Yeah, it sounds like a stuff.
But you honest.
You need to stop dating her immediately.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was years ago. I was crazy. That was what the hell I was thinking.
You probably learned from it though.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm saying that you should have ran immediately.
I know. Somebody else told me that too.
Because I would
They
have
were
been
on
like,
her
so
side.
you're not even trying.
Yeah, you're not even open to like,
You're not even
change.
trying.
Yeah,
you're not even trying. So what you're saying is just because I know how you are, that's just it. You're not even going to try to be a better person. I'm trying to be a better person every day. I mean, even at my age right now, you know, I always talk about I'm old, but everybody tell me to stop saying my name. My age, 53. I don't care. But I'm just saying, I don't care. You know? I feel like I'm blessed with every freaking gray hair I got, although I will be coloring it next week. Thank you very much. But I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
That's what I do. Anyway, I'm always trying to be better. So if she's saying stuff like that, that's crazy.
I know.
And they always, you know what else? They always complain about everything.
Yes.
I mean, as a psychologist, how do you combat somebody that took psychology?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you
combat somebody that
complaining?
complain all the time? It's like, oh my gosh, I can't stand, you know.
Yeah, sometimes I think people talk about their problems and like say I'll listen to someone's problems, right? And they'll be telling me something.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think they actually want a solution to their problems.
It's like they just want
they just want
you
to be heard.
They want you to be the garbage man. So they drop their trash.
So they drop their crap
trash on you.
Exactly.
And meanwhile, you walk away like,
I
man.
had a couple conversations with a person like that. I think you could kind of measure like the type of
the type of person that they are.
Yeah, and then like me.
Do you answer the phone? I ain't gonna lie. The phone goes like this for me. The phone is like,
You ever do that? You just
and you trying to decide. You see it go, okay, all right. Okay.
Did you smoke?
Hi, Michael.
Yo,
Yeah, man.
I mean, me, like, if I have to have a conversation with a person like that, I don't answer them back too much, you know.
You just let them go. Oh, you one of those?
Yeah.
Okay. Not saying I do this, but are you one of those that if they really going in and you really can't take it, you just put the phone down and just walk away for a minute and come back and see if they still talking?
I just actually hang up.
I have done it when you're like, oh my God, you're sitting there and you're walking. And what's bad is that you know, because you kind of heard this story like 9 times. So you kind of know how long it is. So you know you actually have time to go.
I got 3 minutes.
And you know, so it's like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Probably not a good thing to do. But I
I'm
mean,
about to do it.
that's what. Just walk away, or just put on a speaker. And once you hear them stop talking, you know, you hurry up and run back and say, "No, I'm here.
I've done
What's
that.
up?
I've done that.
What's up? Yeah, I heard you.
No, I heard the silence. That was my cue.
Let's see, I'm the wrong one because I fall asleep on people, so I'm terrible.
You don't.
I am that chick. I will fall right to sleep. I will fall.
Oh yeah, heart breathing and shit.
I will. No, I mean, people have called me and said, "You don't sleep on me." So listen, what you gotta understand is anything after 9:30, you taking your life in your hands. Because if I'm laying down and it's after 9:30, that's really what's getting ready to happen. For real. I mean, really. But they complain. It's annoying, man. Okay. Oh, okay. And this is almost what we were talking about. Negative people, you don't tell them things. You don't tell them your business.
Oh, that's something negative.
No,
to say.
You can't tell them nothing.
You can't.
Fuck you.
Because
they might use it to backstab you.
Or they may use it to be negative.
Yeah, to be negative. They may talk behind your back.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're gonna do.
You don't want it. your good news to mess with the negative vibes.
Yeah.
Or even if
Stuff
it's bad news, if you sit there telling them, listen, this is what's going on. Me and my boo, we having a few problems, so I know you invited us out to so and so and so and so, but both of us ain't coming. It's just gonna be me. So whatever. They're gonna be like, oh really? So you guys are having problems? So what happened? And then, I would have left him like 10 years ago. And that was having people like, yeah, he was with that girl too, man.
You don't even know about that girl.
And you're sitting here going, what the hell? And because they don't want to see you do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're always trying to push you down or bring you down.
Like the other day I was talking to somebody. I said the worst person to get advice from in a relationship is not a single person, because a person could be single and happy.
Yes,
and give you advice on how to love yourself.
I agree.
Best relationship
But-
with yourself.
Exactly. But to take advice from somebody that you know got a messed up relationship, first of all,
Like, why
why are they even giving advice? Second of all, don't take it from them. Like, they got something crazy on their side. They not gonna tell you nothing good. They're gonna tell you miserable worse.
They're gonna try to make you miserable.
Just as miserable
Well,
as
that's what
worse.
negative people do anyway. Do you think that, okay, so I'm gonna tie it in the fear thing. Do you think that a lot of people are negative because they are afraid to be close or afraid to be, go
Can
for
I
it.
say something?
Of course you can.
Yeah, so with fear and negativity, I've had a lot of experience, but I think something that's really important is that no one really I don't think people talk about it enough in relationships, but this fear of abandonment.
Yes.
So a lot of times, I think as children, sometimes we don't get the needs that we have needs, right? And sometimes people can't provide for our needs the way we want them to, right? So it's kind of like this fear that someone's not going to provide for me the way that I need. And so we bring our parental issues into our relationships. For instance, right? Relationships with men, for instance, a lot of times I would call them out on their bullshit.
No, because that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
And if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be afraid to do that.
Yes, exactly.
Because
it
it depends on what happens, whether we're in a relationship tomorrow or not. But
I would call them. So I would call them out on their bullshit, and then they would start blaming me. They would start telling me,
Don't you hate that?
stupid one.
Hey,
They would tell me I'm the stupid one and I don't understand. And I'm just like, I just called you out on your bullshit. Like,
wait,
and
wasn't
you're
it
not
your
even
bullshit we were
accepting.
talking about?
Yeah, mine. But pretty much
That's for tomorrow. This tomorrow.
it's a defense mechanism. Like, men are afraid to admit fear and insecurity.
So it makes them negative.
Yeah, so it makes them negative, and then they call us crazy because we're overreacting.
But there are women like that.
Yes.
Let's give the guys a chance.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody said this to me because I don't want to take that. But my her ex, was like, I guess she cheated on her, and she was like,
Women don't cheat.
What? Fuck.
Never underestimate anything.
I'm about to have a stroke up here. Hold on. Oh, the girl cheated on her, and she's like, what the hell? You cheated on me, and she's like, well, why you go, searching? Why you looking for stuff? That's what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Trust issue. That's a
wait, you cheated on me, but now you're getting mad at me because I found out.
That's some trust issues over there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but see, even as far as you saying trust issues,
Yes.
I mean, after you busted, anything she did, you already busted. Did you miss the part that you're busted?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have been on your phone. Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Why would you follow me outside the house?
because I suspected. And let me tell you, I don't know how y'all gay women do it, because women are crazy. I don't know how y'all do it, because women, I know because I'm one, and I know you aren't the easiest, It's just not that easy.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have to be extremely.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Hats off, girl. Cause shoot, child. Child, please.
Yeah, I think it's almost like a deflection. Like, oh, you're blaming me or you're criticizing me. Let me go ahead and criticize you.
And then negative people are never satisfied with them.
Yeah, they're not satisfied.
They're never satisfied. Things to be going so wonderful. And you're sitting there going, man, yo, you just bought this new car. Well, it wasn't the one I wanted.
Yeah.
The one I wanted had this, I wanted it in blue, but all it had it in black. And I didn't feel like waiting because they would have made me wait like 3 months just to get a black one. And I can't wait 3 months with no car. So I had to get the blue one. So now I'm stuck with this brand new, beautiful car in blue instead of black.
You want the car?
Yeah. And it's like, they ain't never satisfied. It's like y'all ain't never satisfied.
But what boggles me is like, why do they keep going back to the negativity? Why do they keep how do I say this? Why are they never satisfied? Do they actually want to be satisfied?
No.
And I think it's so many reasons why you need to be because negative people, to me, I have never met a really successful negative person. Have you ever met somebody that was extremely successful?
Fake successful.
And the thing, yeah,
we know the fake successful.
Yeah. Even
the
if
one that goes stand by the car and be like, my new car. How they say Instagram success.
Yeah. You're like, girl, that's not your car.
You're like, yeah, girl, what happened to your car? You was on this child. I had to get, that's why I'm on the bus. Nah, man. But they're just never satisfied with nothing. They ain't satisfied with your life. Yes. They ain't satisfied with their life.
That's true.
And could you imagine growing up in a house with somebody that's like that? That's never satisfied with anything that you do as a child? Could you imagine? I can't even imagine.
You could come out just as fucked up or super.
I know.
Superhuman.
But even as far as the Asian community,
yes,
I know that they were talking about, I don't know if this is true anymore, but I know they were talking about a few years ago how suicide was really crazy in the Asian community because of the expectations of their children, like they're not,
Yeah, I actually have a lot to say on that. I think with Asian culture, we're driven to success and perfection, and it really hurt me a lot because I grew up and I was always like driven and going for success, and I lost sight of like happiness and like being in the moment, which is why art has really helped me, like to be able to, because also in the Asian community we don't like acknowledge our emotions a lot of times. So as an Asian woman, when I was growing up with my parents, like it wasn't right to be angry. Like I'm not a good girl if I get angry, or if I'm like mean to somebody, I'm not good. So as I was growing up, I wasn't assertive with myself. I never really it doesn't look like it now, but I never really spoke out for myself. When I would listen to, I was very subservient, very like submissive to my parents and what they wanted from me. It was either right or wrong, very dichotomous thinking. So I'm actually very free spirited and I like to think. Thank you. Like I'm a deep thinker. So it was a lot to go through to actually find who I am and the power that I have within. So I think that with the Asian community, I think we need to be more open, and I think with my parents, they never used to admit their flaws. Yeah. So with parents,
that's a weakness.
Yeah, it's a weakness.
Sort of as a weakness.
Exactly. Like something that's really that I've been thinking about lately is a lot of times in society we see weakness. So how do I explain this? So a lot of times men, not saying all, maybe men and women, we don't like to admit weakness.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's true. I honestly think that strength is when you're able to.
When you're able to say
Yes.
that you can.
Look, I can't do this. I need help.
I think the whole definition of weakness in society is backwards.
Yes, I agree.
You know, like, 'cause it is very true. You notice that in even the Black community, no one admits, well, not no one, but a lot of parents,
You were trying to say it the
not
right
no
way.
one.
Yeah,
A lot of parents don't like to admit their flaws
Yes.
and stuff, and it's a pride thing. You see
It
it,
is a
you
pride.
sense it,
They
you
don't-
smell it, and you know
Yes,
it's a pride.
they
It
don't
is a pride thing.
And they will not apologize to their kids. Nope. They won't. I apologize.
Right.
If I'm wrong, listen. I'm wrong. Sorry.
Right. And you can see that it's because that's just something you just don't do because it's weak and it's like almost like the worst thing to do.
I agree.
You
Yeah.
know.
It's thought of as staying in the subject. It's thought of as a negative thing, and it's not.
Yeah.
Weakness is it. Let's see. Try some.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not. Just say that whole thing when it comes to kids and we talk about because when as far as that's concerned, like if you have a child in your community. Because, I know, like I said, I was reading this. This was a few years ago, so I don't know if it's even because I know that a lot of Asians are Americanized now. So but so not the ones that's not. So if you're not performing at the level, the standard of the,
Yeah, their expectations.
what happens? I mean, because I don't know how they can mentally. Because I don't know how you can mentally get somebody back on track if you're yelling or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
It's okay for me to speak up, just to say something. Yeah. So my parents had a lot of expectations of what it means to be perfect. So my parents were very critical, and it really was hard for me to fail or make mistakes, and I was afraid of failure and make mistakes. And they were very helicopter parents, so they tried to protect me, put me in a bubble. But then when I went into the real world, I was like a chicken to wolves. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know shit.
I always tell people I'm a late bloomer. They be like, for real? I'm like, you can't tell, but I swear to God, that's the best way to.
I had to learn for myself and to fend for myself, and I had to learn from my experiences because my parents would never talk about things with me ever. They would just be like, "Don't do this, do this."
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. Humility is strength. Yes, I believe so. And vulnerability, being vulnerable.
Indeed.
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree. So wait, sorry,
What
What was
Your parents put you in a bubble.
And you had to learn how
so
to
I had
function
to,
outside.
Yeah, I had to learn to function outside in society by myself. And the crazy thing is fucked up things would happen to me, and then my parents would blame me for it. I was the fucked up person. I'm like, look, you raised me. It's not just my fault.
Oh my God! Yes, it's come on, son.
It's really your fault. That's
I was
funny.
under your guidance, your discipline, your everything.
That's funny. So if you didn't add up to their expectations, I mean, how would they handle it?
They didn't really handle it well.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm not asking if they.
Yeah, not personal.
I'm just asking.
I won't go into personal
No,
detail.
no. But I mean,
the
type of things that people say to kids.
Yes, very
It's
hurtful.
just can be hurtful.
It's
And
very
I think when a kid doesn't do the things that you want them
Yes.
to do, then you have to find out what they want to do.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? Because it's with my kids, whatever they wanted to do, I always supported them in what they wanted. It was never she wanted to be a doctor, that was her. You know what I'm saying? My son wanted to be a basketball player, he's a coach now.
That's awesome.
He's living his life.
Really
He's living his
awesome.
dream.
Great.
Everybody's living what they wanted to be.
Yeah.
But that's just, and I think, so I wouldn't,
Yeah. For me, it was really hard because, as an artist, and having Asian parents, they would say oh, it's just a hobby, it's just something you do on the side. You can't make that your living, And it's very depressing to tell somebody, hey, your dreams are shit. Basically that's what it is. And the more I would, so one of my friends, he would say that people are chasing after something and they're running.
Okay.
And they're running from something. So I was chasing for my freedom, for like what I really want, which is why I love art. And I was running from being controlled by other people. And the more I was like breaking out, you know, and doing my own thing and finding my inner peace and my inner freedom, the more my parents would try to reign control over me, and they would keep trying to put more rules on me so I could be controlled. But the more they did that, the more I pushed away.
Well, see, I think that's how, and not saying this about your parents, but I'm saying this about like just negative people, because that's not, your parents love you and they just want to see you.
Yeah, they wanted the best.
They want the best.
But they didn't know what the best
Yeah,
was.
they don't, you know, a lot of us don't.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I just went with it. It was like, yo, you like to do that? Okay, we're gonna get.
That's
I never
great.
forget. I bought my son his first cards when he decided he wanted to be a trainer.
Awesome.
He was so excited. But he was so. But he's living his life. And he's very, very happy, you know. And but so it's not like it's, you know. And then you find that like because I wrote some things, of course. So they always want to put their 2 cents in. Negative people. They don't celebrate your accomplishments ever. They what else? They think that it's let me see. It's bad when you write fast because you got that.
No problem.
You got like 10 million things you're trying to write real fast. But even like we were talking about fear, you talking about abandonment. You got the fear of rejection.
Fear of rejection.
You have the fear of humiliation.
That's
You
it.
have, and all of that to me, they're all negative situations. They're things that could totally destroy everything we talked about today. Could totally destroy your relationship. Okay, everything. You know, and when you talk about fear with it, when we talk about fear and negativity, that those 2 things just don't. You know what I'm saying?
Usually both comes with the other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like a combination.
It's like you're afraid to. Okay. Sorry, I love Shoji. Shoji's back here working. Let's give Shoji. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, I'll make it work. Okay, maybe not. Okay, yeah. I'll hold my finger like this. Anyway, but I think this was a good show. But I mean, I really appreciate you two coming, and this was a lot of fun. It was like already, you know, it's like almost time already. It's crazy. But we at the Flower Power Coffee House. Is this place beautiful? I keep telling people this place is absolutely
amazing,
beautiful. Okay. Well, no. Oh, okay. That it wasn't the computer. It was just. I guess. Anyway, but yeah. So y'all should come down here and everything. And again, let's talk about what you do again, and give them your social media if you want them to have it. And so let's talk about this. Her name is Jessica Lou. And now, don't put her name back up there because I spelled it wrong.
It's Jessica Lou.
Lou.
How do you spell my name?
Skip to the Lou.
Yeah.
I said Lui for some reason.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
So my art Instagram is artsy.jess. artsy.jess. And then I have a poetry Instagram as well. It's at a.beautiful.soul.always. And I have a modeling Instagram.
Ooh.
Jess in her dress.
Can I ask you something? Do you know any of your poetry by heart?
Any of my poetry by heart? I guess I could recite something.
Could you give me one before we go? Maybe that you're not singing.
Okay.
Could you give me one?
I actually, is it okay if I look at it?
You can look at it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
So look like we got all this talent on the stage. I ain't gonna lie, y'all heard B.Elise before. Y'all know B.Elise is the bomb.
I wrote this today, actually.
Okay, right. This is first run, first news, first
world premiere.
Trina said, wait, before we go, negative people show you where you need to do your self-development work.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, negative people show you where you need to do your self-development work. What is that?
Yeah, so I think what she's saying is that so negative people, you can let it get to you. Does that make sense? Like,
Okay.
you can let that negativity get to you and bring you down and stop you from doing the things you want. But I think negativity can also drive positivity.
Okay.
So so what happens with me is that
Trina's real smart. So
yeah. So you know her.
that's my cousin.
So what happens with me is people will be negative towards me. People will like say negative things about me. But you know what it makes me do? It makes me push harder. It makes me fight back harder.
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to be one step ahead of someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it could basically negativity could make or break you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So this is.
But go ahead. We're ready.
Okay.
Go ahead. We're ready.
Mental elation, ecstasy, synthetic heartless happiness, false fantasies, dead dull desires, fearful, faraway fires. What did I write there? It's blending over the background. Sultrous sparks, meaningful, maddening marks, lightful, lovely darks.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. No, this how you do it. You like that?
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
like
man.
that.
Yeah,
That's on
man.
the page that you did?
Yeah.
But you got 2 pages.
I got 3 pages.
She got. I'm still trying to get this one Instagram. I just try. Okay, everybody knows that I just figured out how to post on Instagram. Every time I tell people that, they go, because I didn't know you always had to have a picture.
You don't always have to have a picture.
Well, see, I still don't know how to post on Instagram because I didn't always have to have a picture. And see, now, obviously, I still don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, one thing that's helpful for me is PhotoGrid. That might help you.
Okay, I'm going to go get it.
Yeah, you basically put a picture on, and then you could put text in it.
Okay.
And you can even, if you don't want to put, like, a picture, you can just put, like, screenshot a white, like, background and just put words on it.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
PhotoGrid. PhotoGrid for all the false, retarded Instagram. All of us that don't got it. But B.Elise, let's talk about what you're doing again and give me your Instagram and all of that.
Yeah. You already know. B.Elise. Dropping my music video, Booming, October 19th, this Saturday at the Queens International Film Festival. And also I have For the Love of Boo coming up October 29th on New York Girls TV on YouTube. So definitely check that out.
So y'all gotta be in the house.
Yeah.
So listen, I appreciate everybody that watched the show. You know, one day I'm gonna go and I'm gonna bring, because I actually have theme music. It's so hilarious. I keep saying I'm gonna bring it here.
Bring it.
I never bring it. I have to go to the studio and actually go get it. It's crazy. I wrote it like about 9 months ago, and I just never bring it. I never think to go get it. But one day, cause see, like right now, I can have my theme music going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. You know, like real TV. You know. Anyway, but thank everybody for coming, Joe, Trina, everybody that I don't see. You know, I'm sure you're there.
Yes, thank you for your comment.
Everybody
Thank you.
that came, and you guys, y'all have a good day. And Jessica Lou, Lou, and B.Elise.
Don't forget to download Booming out right now on all major platforms. Like I said,
Is it on
October
Spotify?
19th. It's on everything.
Ooh.
It's on Spotify, Tidal, Apple.
She on everything
Right
boy.
now, it's on YouTube. I was gonna say some more stuff, but I want to be fresh. All right.
And go to my site because I'm trying to get people to go. Okay. Especially being at you know, once I blow up, see, you know, prices be going up. So my site, just like it, you know, won't be no more $10 tickets. Anyway, www.soundthroughmusic.com. I know I'm talking mess. I probably still be. But my biggest problem is I'm always trying to give everything away. It's ridiculous. But anyway, go to my site. You can find out who I am and all this other stuff. But listen, everybody take care. It's your voice, Alicia Reygn. You guys have a great evening. Love you. All of that.
Download
Booming. Check out Jessica Lou stuff. She's model, everything.
She got 3 pages.
She got 3 pages. Got 10 million friends. Let's get off it. Bye, everybody. Take care.